name is Mara and I'm going to show you some knife skills today. If you have good knife skills, it makes cooking so much easier. I'm using a wooden board. To stop the wooden board from sliding around, I've just got a slightly damp paper towel that I'll put underneath that will stop it from sliding. Always know in what direction your blade is going. Do not cut this way, do not cut that way, knowing that your fingers are in place. Always know where your fingers are. I have one hand on the handle, nowhere near the blade, and the other hand is above the blade. So I cannot cut my fingers. So let's try peeling an onion, and this is how I like to peel an onion. Cut one end, cut the other end. And the trick is to always find a flat area. Don't try and cut it in half on the round. Find a flat area, cut in half, and then just remove this outer layer. So for this onion, I think I might slice it. The flat area on the board, fingers curled back so you can't cut your fingers, curled back, and we're going to use a nice rocking motion. At one point, the knife blade is always on the board. So here we go, just some lovely slices, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And when it gets near the end, put it down onto its flat bit and just continue on. Sliced onion. And now I'm going to dice some onion. So let's again cut the end off the onion, but this time I'm actually going to peel it and keep that end root bit there because this keeps the onion together and makes dicing a lot easier. So, cut in half, lay it flat, and now with the fingers curled back, make some slices, but not all the way to the very end. Now, hold it down and with the blade not pointing upwards towards your hand, just slightly downwards. So if you go through the onion, it goes to the board, not to your hands. So just slightly downwards. And now hold it together and down, 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 and we have some dice. This very end bit here, just pop it down on the flat, cut all those little bits. And if you want to do a really rough chop, again, hand on the blade, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So there we have some diced onion, the bowl, because it's going to become something. Here's a little tip for if your eyes well up with tears as you're cutting onions. If the onion is really fresh, you will cry more tears, and that's because of the sulfur in the onion and they are fresher. I say either chop really fast and get it over and done with, or just have a good cry. Think of something sad or something overjoyous, get it over and done with and move on. Next vegetable is a carrot. Let's peel. So, knife skills for a carrot. Let's cut off the ends so we can work with them. Cut the carrot in half, and always find, like if we're going to start cutting that, it's going to wobble around. So let's cut it in half. I'm holding my hands on either side of the carrot, keeping it still, down, fingers above the blade, and now we have two flat areas. So curl the fingers back, and this is how we can either slice or we can dice into batons, and then backwards and forwards with a rocking motion, and there we have diced carrot. So into slices, with a rocking motion, continue cutting. So let's put this in with the onion. And next on our agenda is celery. Now, celery does like to roll around. I'm cutting it in half here, and I'm going to stop it from rolling around by grabbing this side here, curling the fingers back, keeping it still. We have some batons here. Now hold it together, curling the fingers and backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And again with this one. And let's add this celery to the carrot and onion. So what we have created here is a classic Mirepoix. These three ingredients, celery, carrot and onion, is used as a base in French cooking for a slow roast, a braise, lamb shanks. Those flavours all work well together. And it was created in the 18th century by a French aristocrat with the surname of Mirepoix. And he is famous for creating this French staple of cooking. So glad he did, because it's really made cooking a joy.